Last 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 4. And for the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at point guard. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now DiVincenzo. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. And he gets it to go.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
To the paint. Here's Towns. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. Over to the wing. Pass to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New York. And here's Brunson. Plenty of space. Nice jump shot. Good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. Pass to Randall. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
And again, it's New York.
Well, you know this about OG Anunoby. This guy's going to give you tremendous effort nightly. Really good job on the glass.
Now here's Edwards. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, there's a versatility that allows Julius Randle to play in pick and roll. Pretty pass to set up his teammate.
Outside, Towns. Brunson sets a screen for Towns. Drains it from beyond the arc. Towns has got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin, and the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Now Towns. Following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Hart, that's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Brunson against DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. McDaniels outside. Misses the 3. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New York. Anunoby passes to Hart. Here's Brunson. Now here's Towns. Defended by Gobert. Towns against Gobert. Towns with the bucket. He has 7.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. These players have been dominant on the glass in the last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
And he makes the first. Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see, but we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Now here's Brunson. 29 points for him last game against Toronto. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert pulls it in.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Pass to Edwards. Randall from outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Rudy is so used to fighting inside. This guy will do whatever it takes.
Now here's Brunson. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside Edwards. Unable to get that one. Bridges with some nice defense. Towns high post. To the inside. Here's Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Randall is doubled. Here's McDaniels. Good on the triple.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
Brunson outside. Gobert against Towns. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Randall outside. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Pass to Brunson. There's the 3. No good that time. Timberwolves trail by 6. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Well, right away, coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, "He's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire." There you have it. Sounds like coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, Hart, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Here's Gobert. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And stolen by Anunoby. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anunoby. And now that's 11 points for Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. DB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dosunmu comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And New York with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in. Knicks on defense. 8-point game. Reed kicks to Edwards. No good with the triple. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. New York moving it around. Bridges finds Brunson. The 10-footer. And again, it's New York.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Oh, here's Edwards. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Here is Edwards. It's a 10-point game. 6 on the shot clock. Over Bridges. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Bridges passes to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. For 3, Bridges. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Coming into this having matched to win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Here's Dosunmu after Jordan Clarkson's bucket. And here's Gobert. He has 7. Now here's Dosunmu. Outside, Reed. Back to Dosunmu. Launches it. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 7. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Robinson dishes to Bridges. There's a screen by Robinson. The 3. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Pass to Reed. Out to the right wing. Down low. And Gobert kicks to Reed. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Stolen by Reed. Gobert the pass to Highland. And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, Highland working hard for that high percentage shot. That's nicely done.
Pass to Anunoby. Clarkson outside. Highland with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. And it's Bones Highland with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Anderson, he's checked in for Gobert. The Knicks also changing it up. Diawara's checked in. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Mikal Bridges. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. In the corner, Shamet with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Jordan Clarkson has better passing skills than people think. That is on time and on target.
Dosunmu with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Naz Reid.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Knicks. New York leading by 8. Now Clarkson, and the shot goes in.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocks down the 3-ball. Highland's got 5 now.
Highland loves the feel of the basketball in his hands, so good to see him effective being off the ball, but ready to fire when he catches it.
Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 6. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Clarkson. Towns is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And that one falls for Reed. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
And he can't hit the second. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything. Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Here's Randle. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Come on now, that's easy money.
The Knicks leading by 9. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Kevin, back over to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Island finds Dosunmu. Now Randle, guarded by Robinson. The 9-foot shot. Randle no good.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Robinson passes to Alvarado. to the wing right side. Here's Towns. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Highland. He has 5. Randall with the bucket.
Well, credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
And Robinson throws it down hard.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Randall. He has 7. Pass to Reed. Randall outside. Takes the 3. Randall can't get that one to fall. New York leading by 12. In the corner, Shamet with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Shamet's got 9.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Highland deciding where to go with it. Randall passes to Dosunmu. From deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Dosunmu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Minnesota. Shannon's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Highland. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. Here's Brunson. He has 6. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 12. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Randall is doubled from past the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, Julius Randle does a little bit of everything out there, including this little kick-out pass.
Brunson outside. Floats one up. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Dosunmu. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Now here's Randall. They trail by 9 points. Over Towns. Randall no good. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Clarkson for 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Reed kicks to Randall. Back to Reed. Fires from deep. Shannon, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Clarkson with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Robinson passes to Shamet. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Shoots over Reed. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 17.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And here is Dosunmu. To the middle. Pass to Reed. Makes it off the glass.
This is showing the versatility of Naz Reid. Yes, he can make buckets from 3, but I like when he goes to work inside.
Clarkson passes to Robinson. Towns against Randall. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 19 points. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now, here's Dosunmu. Here's Shannon. Pass to Randall. Now, here's Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Dosunmu's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves. Brunson outside. And here is Robinson. Sinks that one from the post. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
The Knicks leading by 10. Shamet on the wing. Brunson outside. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Oh, Brunson good from range.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Pass to Shannon. Outside Edwards. Plays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 6.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Here's Towns. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
For the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Indoors for the Timberwolves, 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. Number 1, the Knicks.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Here's DiVincenzo. His last outing, he had 18 points. Outside, Reed. McDaniels with the ball. Reed with a screen on Anunoby. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
OG, one of the most prolific three-point corner shooters in the game. You better contest it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Knicks leading by 17. Brunson the pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Back to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards against Bridges. He gets that one. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
Brunson against DiVincenzo. The shot's good from Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Pass to Edwards. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Now, here's Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Pass to Bridges. Over Edwards. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside, Reed. Now, McDaniels.
Switch.
And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McDaniels got 5 points so far. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You take a look at the Knicks. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
Well, I think for New York,
They recognize how critical this stretch of the season is. They're in the playoff picture right now, and they are focusing on hitting their stride as we head into the postseason.
Now, here's Bridges. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, my goodness. How high did Mikal Bridges get to finish that?
Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside Reed. Pass to Gobert. Now DiVincenzo. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Who's watching him?
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Brunson. Here's Hart. Guarded by Reed. For 3, Bridges. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Edwards finds DiVincenzo. Off target from 3-point range. Brunson outside. No good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. Planning for more. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. So stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They say live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of this.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
We've got a game within the game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bows, Making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow Sammys.
With extra mayonnaise.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And the basket by Edwards.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Anunoby outside. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. Hits the three-point bomb. Anunoby's got 8 points.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's gonna make you pay.
Randall dishes to Gobert. McDaniels kicks to Randall. McDaniels outside. Randall left side. No good with the wing jumper.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort. And you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. Mikal Bridges picks one up. You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is a three-level scorer. He can beat you in a lot of ways, and he's extremely confident when the game is hanging in the balance.
Now here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. Puts it up from 12. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
That one falls for Brunson. And you look at this Timberwolves roster, Doris, quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
Here's Brunson. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Hart kicks to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. From 17 feet out, Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Pass to Edwards. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Kevin?
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Here is Edwards. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Releases. And Anthony Edwards again. Edwards got 11 points here in just the second half. The Knicks leading by 14. Anunoby outside. Brunson outside. Here's Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. Offline with his three. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the body control from Anthony Edwards? Just so good at using that frame to get through the teeth of the defense.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Now, here's Bridges. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Now, DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
And Towns the bucket on the assist from Brunson. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter. Timberwolves trail by 13. And here is DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. Edwards dishes to Randall. Fires from the wing. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Hart with a screen on DiVincenzo. Hart outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count it, good. Randall's got 9 points.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 16. Brunson among the bigs.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's getting around 20 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
McDaniels outside. Outside Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Pass to Hart. Left side, Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 30 points.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. Shoots from 12. Randall no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Boy, the long arms and size of Rudy Gobert on full display.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 7th assist here tonight. New York leading by 10. Anunoby outside. Bridges kicks to Hart. Outside, Towns. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Timberwolves. For New York, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Brunson. Brunson with the defense all over him.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Edwards, no good.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Towns looking around. And here's Brunson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got 23.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Outside Edwards. Back to Dosunmu. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. 8 points for Dosunmu.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
That one falls for Brunson.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
Now, here's Ingles. Left side, Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
Brunson kicks to Clarkson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer, so tough to stop him.
For New York, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Shannon's checked in, and a switch here also for New York. Okporti's checked in. Clarkson, no good on the free throw.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy. Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
For Minnesota, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And New York making a change here. Diawara's checked in. The free throw drops for Dosunmu. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Clarkson outside, beyond the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Highland. He's got 5. Good work there as it goes. Shannon's got 5 points so far.
Oh, Bones Highland with the pretty pass. That's the decision-making you want to see.
A slam dunk by Robinson.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Highland, the bounce pass. Edwards making a statement.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Clarkson outside. Back to Brunson. 1:33 left in the third quarter. They get it back. Shamet on the wing. Edwards defending. Second chance shot. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Now here's Edwards. He has 35. Shoots over Shamet. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Clarkson surveying the floor. Shoots the 3. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shannon, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Get there.
Here's Robinson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Easy to see why Mitchell Robinson's shooting percentage is so high. He is so smart and judicious with the shots he takes.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Robinson a screen on Highland. 1 second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New York, 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard. So it's Minnesota now. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Now here is Robinson. Alvarado with it. Here's Towns. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got his sixth rebound on the night. to Highland. Stolen by Robinson. To the inside. Towns, the pass to Alvarado. And here's Clarkson. Outside, Towns. 5 to shoot. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Now here's Randall. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
The Knicks leading by 19 points. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Highland. Clark for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Towns finds Alvarado. Back to Towns. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Now, Clark, after Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Now, here is Robinson, defended by Dosunmu. And it's Towns missing. Timberwolves trail by 21. They need this. Highland misses.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Clarkson on the wing. He's covered by Clark. Pass to McBride. "17-foot shot on the way." Count that one. McBride's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Towns. He takes it in, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Highland. Randall outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
New York calls timeout. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Edwards in for Highland. And then for New York, OG Anunoby's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
Out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Randall outside. 6 to shoot. To stop the drought. And Gobert throws it down.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. For New York, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Here's Brunson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks.
One shot.
That one falls for Brunson.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And here's Randall. Randall is doubled. McDaniels in the post. He's against Bridges.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Now, here's Bridges. That one goes. Count it.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Dosunmu after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Anunoby outside. Launches a three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
OG Anunoby is 6'7" with a big-time frame. He's going to shake off some contact, folks.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. DB, it's hard to believe, but OG Anunoby is still in his 20s. He clearly has room to grow.
The league better look out, because OG Anunoby is starting to understand he can be a force on the offensive end. We already know he's a menace defensively.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Dosunmu.
I mean, to me, every NBA team is looking for players just like OG Anunoby. Elite defensively, can guard multiple positions, and boy, he'll give you some things offensively.
And he nails the third. Minnesota shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. To the left side wing. Pass to Edwards. Shot to stop the run. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 40 points.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Towns a screen on Edwards. McBride's shot is off. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. DiVincenzo.
Mr. Springy athlete, Dante DiVincenzo's got some hops.
For New York, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Towns down low. He's defended by Randall. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 43 points. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Alvarado passes to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Back to Anunoby. Here's Alvarado. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the three-point shot in response. Wow.
Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Gobert with a screen on Anunoby. And that one drops.
And the evolution of Randall's jumper, it has been fun to watch. He's continuing to make it more lethal.
Towns a screen on Edwards. McBride's shot is off. Minnesota shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
New York's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Robinson finds Anunoby. Robinson a screen on McDaniels. Towns in the corner. Pass to McBride. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The Knicks leading by 22. Alvarado passes to Robinson. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Anunoby. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I'll tell you, OG Anunoby showing you what could happen if he puts it all together. Doing work, OG.
Now here's Edwards, defended by McBride. Towns against Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's got 11 points here in just the second half. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Alvarado. Anunoby outside. Pass to Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Rebound, Minnesota. Now here's Gobert. And here's Edwards from the arc. Down he goes for 3.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Now here's Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 45 points.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
It's good!
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for New York.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of a game.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Here's Dadier. Pass to Shamet. Releases. Randle grabs the board. Timberwolves on offense, trailing by 19. Over Alvarado. Randle no good. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. Alvarado with it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It was about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.